Having a physical disability like osteogenesis imperfecta, it takes a toll on our bodies, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. I've been through it all, ups and downs, and in this video, I'd like to discuss how to stay strong mentally with OI. Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Tony Jacobson, the author of Disable Your Disability and Certified Personal Trainer. Welcome to the Breaking Barriers, Not Bones video series, where we're going to take a look at some topics that are specific to osteogenesis imperfecta. I have type 1, by the way, just so you know. Be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified every single time a new video gets posted. The very first thing that we have to understand is that our brain is the strongest part of our bodies, and that's important when we're trying to stay mentally strong. A lot of people will say it's your heart is the strongest, but our hearts are easily swayed by emotions, and our brains are driven by logic. So, logically, it makes sense that we will focus on our brain and our thoughts when it comes to staying mentally strong with having OI. And as you hear these things that I'm going to talk about, you may say to yourself, you know what, these are all common sense. And some of them might be, but the difference is they're not all common practice. So I want you to listen to these, take them in, and then start practicing them. So the first thing we can do is stop expecting the break. Now, of course, this is easier said than done because through our entire lives, we've lived with expecting to break. So what I'm challenging you to do is to flip the way you think about this and really to stay mentally strong, start getting rid of the break is going to happen mentality. Don't expect the break. Stop saying that a break is just going to happen. Our minds are super powerful, and the words that we say are even more powerful because they help to fuel our thoughts. So if we start changing the way that we talk about it, we're going to start changing the way we think about it. So again, don't expect the break and really stop saying that a break is going to happen. Number 2 is making sure that you don't deny your disability. When I was a kid, I endured a lot of breaks and a lot of setbacks. I struggled with using a wheelchair and crutches, and even when I started walking, I continued to suffer. I didn't want anything to do with my disability, and I denied it as much as possible. It was the last thing I would list if someone was to ask me, "Who are you?" Now, I'm not saying that our disability needs to define us. It doesn't need to be everything that we are about, but the more we deny it, the more we have to deal with it in a way that's going to create a mental struggle. Once I was able to stop denying my disability and really embrace it, that's when I was able to incorporate it into my life in a meaningful way and in a substantial way. It is and it will always be a part of me, so why would I try and say it's not? Again, don't let it be everything that you are. Don't let it control you. You need to control it. You need to work with it so that you can enhance who you are, as opposed to letting it be something that restricts you. The next thing is to make sure you do everything you can with everything that you can control. Now, of course, we can't control everything in life, but there are a lot of things that we can control when it comes to our disability. Most of the time when we're feeling mentally challenged by our disability, it's because we're not feeling good. We could absolutely be broken at that time, or we're just unhealthy and unmotivated. So with that said, here's a couple things you can control to make sure you start feeling healthier, which in turn will give you that mental confidence so that you can start being mentally strong and feeling happier. The first thing is to control what we eat. We can absolutely choose the things that we put into our mouths, so we have to make sure we're making healthy choices that are going to keep us strong instead of break us down. The next thing we can control is how we move. No matter what type of OI we have or how severe it is, you can absolutely control the way you move. And movement is so important. We have to make sure we're keeping our muscles moving, building our muscles to make them stronger, and improving our overall functionality in life. So think about that and think about ways that you can start moving more in your life. The last thing we can control is who we surround ourselves with. Of course, we can always be mentally, internally strong as much as possible, but at some point we're going to have to interact with other people out in the world. And with this interaction, it's easy for our thoughts and emotions to get swayed by negativity from what other people may think or say. So why surround ourselves with people who bring us down? We want to surround ourselves with people that make us happy, motivate us, inspire us, push us to be better every single day. So by doing these things, we can stay mentally strong when it comes to living with osteogenesis imperfecta. So let me know what you think about what I've covered here, and also I put it out to you. How do you stay strong mentally having osteogenesis imperfecta? Go ahead and comment below. Be sure to check out all the videos in this series. They're right over there. And don't forget to visit bit.ly/OILife so that you can find all sorts of cool OI related resources. Until next time, get out there, continue breaking barriers, not bones.